Right, let's talk about one of the most weaponized words in health and fitness after the age of 50: metabolism. If you've been alive long enough to blow out half a century of birthday candles without accidentally singeing your eyebrows, chances are you've been told that your metabolism is basically a dying campfire, weak, sad, and hopeless. The fitness industry loves this story. Why? Because if you believe your metabolism has betrayed you, you're a perfect customer for detox teas, metabolism boosting gummies, fat burning supplements, and other garbage that belongs in the same aisle as crystal therapy and essential oil miracle cures. Here's the truth, though. Most of what you've been told about metabolism after 50 is absolute bullshit. And today we're going to torch most of these myths scientifically, bluntly, and with just enough sarcasm to keep us from crying at the state of modern wellness marketing. Let's dig into it. The number one myth is that the second you hit 50, or even 40 according to some people, your metabolism packs its bags, waves its goodbyes, and moves to Florida to retire. But here's a kicker. Research does not support this. In fact, a massive 2021 study published in Science, and I mean massive, we're talking 6,000 people ages 8 days to 95 years, found that metabolism stays remarkably stable from your 20s to your 60s. Read that again. 20s to 60s, your metabolism barely changes. So why does everyone swear they gain 20 pounds after their 50th birthday? Simple. People move less. People lift fewer, heavier things. People eat like they're still 25, even though they're desk jockeys. So it's not your metabolism, it's your lifestyle. Blaming your metabolism is like blaming your Wi-Fi when really you just forgot to pay the damn bill. Here's another piece of bullshit. The idea that after 50, your hormones tend to turn into evil little gremlins whose sole mission is to sabotage your body. Yes, your hormones change. You have menopause. Your testosterone declines. You have thyroid issues. We know. Hormones can make it harder. They might change how your body responds to stress, sleep, appetite, but they don't suddenly make you gain 30 pounds by looking at a bagel. The narrative that is, it's all about hormones, is usually pushed more by supplement companies trying to sell you menopause belly busters or low T miracle powders. The truth is, though, calories still matters, muscle mass still matters, movement still matters. Hormones are like a dimmer switch, not an on-off button. They adjust the lighting, but they don't control the whole damn power grid. If someone tells you, well, you're over 50, it's just hormones, what they're really saying is, I don't know how to help you, so I'll blame your endocrine system. Let's get another one out of the way real quick, because every single silver-haired jogger in America just got offended by this one. Cardio is the best way to boost your metabolism after 50. Cardio is fine. It's great for heart health, lung capacity, mental well-being, but as far as boosting metabolism, it's weak. What really drives your metabolism, especially at this point, is muscle mass. And muscle is built in the weight room, not the elliptical. There is legit science behind this. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. So the more you have, the higher your basal metabolic rate. Translation, muscle is like keeping a few extra engines idling in the background per day. If you lose that muscle, as most people do after 50, because they stop strength training, then yes, your metabolism will dip. That's the real culprit. But good news, muscle is trainable at any age. Studies show that people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s can build muscle with resistance training. So cardio-only fitness after 50 is like bringing a butter knife to a sword fight. Sure, it will help and it will count as a weapon, but if you really want to win the battle against metabolism and aging, aim for resistance training. Another myth out there is that eating less is the only solution. This is a starvation myth. People hit 50, the scale creeps up, and the first advice they hear is this: just eat less. So they cut calories into oblivion. They'll eat chicken breast, steamed broccoli, sadness, and then repeat. But here is the kicker on this. After 50, eating less without lifting weights is a one-way ticket to losing muscle, which makes your metabolism slower, which makes regaining weight easier. That's why most crash diets, especially after 50, don't just fail, they backfire. You don't need to eat like a bird. What you need to do is eat protein like it's your job, strength train consistently, and fuel recovery. Think of your metabolism like a campfire. Sure, you can stop putting wood on it, but then the fire dies out. If you want it to burn hotter, you need to add more fuel, quality fuel, and keep stacking logs. So no, eating like a malnourished rabbit is not the answer, unless your goal is to become weaker, hungrier, or crankier. Here's my favorite scam. Supplements can fix your aging metabolism. The billion-dollar supplement industry that thrives on people over 50 being terrified their metabolism has checked out. Metabolism boosters, fat-burning pills, green tea extracts, raspberry ketones. Every year it's a new magic bullet. But here's what's consistent. None of them work the way they're sold. Caffeine? Sure, it burns few extra calories, but it's basically like throwing a match into a swimming pool and calling it a bonfire. CLA, Garcinia, L-carnitine, waste of money. Collagen for fat loss? Nope. The only supplement that's ever truly works on supporting your metabolism after 50? Protein powder. And that's not even a metabolic hack. It's just a convenient way to get enough protein. Everything else, save your cash. Or better yet, invest in a gym membership, a good coach, and I don't know, maybe literally anything that actually impacts your physiology. Here's the big takeaway in all this: metabolism doesn't suddenly die after 50. Hormones matter, but they are not a villain. Muscle mass is king, starving yourself is a losing strategy, and supplements are a distraction. The real fight is against inactivity, muscle loss, poor nutrition, and yes, bullshit marketing. If you want to keep metabolism humming in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, lift heavy things 2 to 4 times a week, prioritize protein in every meal, stay active daily, walk, hike, bike, whatever, sleep like a machine, and manage stress because cortisol is not your friend. Do that, and you'll find that age is not a metabolic death sentence, it's just a new phase that requires smarter habits.